Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold Cole Custer lays a stone cold stunner and becomes an Xfinity Series champion. And as Tony Stewart would say,
I think that his level of maturity, and especially on that last restart, to pick the outside and then to get the 7 car on the outside of him, cars on the inside, and the chaos in 1 and 2. But it's actually nice. Maybe the Truck Series drivers will pay attention and learn something from tonight, and you don't have to destroy each other to win races and championships. But I'm super proud of Cole. He literally won that one on his own.
yes, that is how, Truck Series drivers, that is how you do a championship 4. Not that crap we saw yesterday. That is how you put on a good championship 4 race. And Cole Custer, redemption, triumph, after many people calling him a bust, proves to everyone that at least he still has what it takes to get back into the Cup Series and becomes the 2023 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion. The thing is that this race really from the beginning was either going to be between 1 or 2 drivers, John Hunter Nemechek or Cole Custer. Now, the beauty about the Xfinity Series Championship 4 is just like last year, clean, aggressive racing. Aggressive, no doubt about that, but they race with clean and they race with respect. But again, it was really down between John Hunter Nemechek and Cole Custer. The race did start out a bit chaotic when on lap 3, Justin Allgaier from the 5th position spun after contact with John Hunter Nemechek. That was when we thought, oh no, it's starting. It's like a virus that began in the trucks is infecting the Xfinity drivers. But that was really the only time we would see the championship drivers have any type of legit trouble. After that, things settled down. John Nemechek would go on to win stage 1. Now, even though Allgaier, he fell back, was able to work his way up towards the front with help from that number 1 pit stall. And usually throughout the entire race, it was Custer and Nemechek out in front, Mayer in the middle, you know, maybe in the second half of the top 10 or around the top 5, or I should say, and Justin Allgaier was always just work his way up back towards the front. He would have something that was either self-inflicted or whatever, get sent to the back, and have to work his way up towards the front. But generally speaking, the championship 4 were all within reaching distance, or at the very least, were all in the top 10. They were all competitive. It wasn't like you saw in trucks where it was really one driver had no chance. In the championship 4, at least, all 4 drivers had something, showed something. But yeah, generally speaking, stage 1 was Nemechek, stage 2 was up to Custer. There was a scary moment at the end of stage 2 with the 18 crew, where the guy caught on fire and was just chilling. He just saying like, hey, yo, can y'all put the fire out so I could go finish my job? I mean, that man had no fear. He wasn't stop, dropping, and rolling. He was just like, listen, I'm on fire. So what? What's it do ya? But in stage 3, you then had another driver that was trying to make a statement in his final race, and that was Sheldon Creed. He showed some speed and was probably one of the few non-championship drivers that actually showed speed and was being competitive because he was hanging on with John Nemechek in stage 3 for the race lead. Nemechek would power through and Custer would get by him, and it once again became the Nemechek and Custer show. But then under 30 to go. By that time, Nemechek and Custer got out to a massive lead ahead of the other 2 championship 4 drivers. But Allgaier, he had that long run speed and was able to work his way up towards the front, back up, and he had a 3 or 4 second lead behind Custer and Nemechek. He ate that up almost all of it up because with help from lap traffic, the 00 and the 20 car were getting held up, and that 7 car was within striking distance. And in the final few laps, the 30 or so laps, it seemed though that we would have a 3 car and maybe even Sam Meyer because he was not that far behind Allgaier for the championship. Then we had a caution with 18 laps to go involving Connor Mosack having a tire go down in turns 3 and 4. And then on that next restart, the championship 4 would end up being 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th nose to tail. But again, Nemechek and Custer was able to get out ahead. Custer was out in front. But this is NASCAR. It's not over till it's over. Caution comes out for Anthony Alfredo spinning, sending us into NASCAR overtime. So you start off, Custer on the outside, then you got John Hunter Nemechek on the inside. They all go down to the bottom of the racetrack through F4. I mean, look at Allgaier trying to squeeze his way up towards the top. Nemechek to the lead, Allgaier to second. Custer is as far back as 4th now, bottom of the championship 4. And how about this? 4 wide with the championship 4 contenders off of turn 2. Custer on the inside, Allgaier, Nemechek, they bang, make contact, entering 3 and 4. Allgaier with the edge, goes out wide, pushes it too hard. Custer to the inside, takes the lead and clears Allgaier at the final lap. And that was all she wrote. Allgaier would struggle, start to fall back. Creed would finish second once again. For the love of God, can he not win the race? Apparently, he's not going to win the race in 2023 because it's gonna go to Cole Custer, who wins the race. And like I said, most importantly, becomes the NASCAR Xfinity Series champion of that year. Stone Cold Cole Custer. But yes, in the end, Cole Custer wins the Xfinity Series championship. And again, like I said, I mean, redemption for where you see where Custer was. 2019, great Xfinity campaign, gets elevated to the Cup Series for 2020, has that one win in Kentucky, and just was going downhill. I should say downhill. Dropped like a rock. Just was horrible. And many people, rightfully so, called him a bust. Him going back to Xfinity Series, I mean, I'm pretty sure he felt it and everybody felt that this was like a major step back. But he looked at this as a new opportunity. And even though they got to a slow start, they did what they needed to do, won and were really competitive. He only had 7 playoff points. He was able to use that to advance his way into the championship 4 and was, I think, a rightful champion, at least one of the rightful champions, either him or Justin Allgaier or a John Hunter Nemechek, who won 7 races. He ended up finishing, I believe, in the 20th or so position after he had this moment with Justin Allgaier when they banged coming off of turns 2, coming to the final lap. He had a tire go down and fell back to outside the top 20. Allgaier finished 3rd. Mayer would finish 5th. Once again, Justin Allgaier, once again in position to win the title and comes that close from getting it. He's always there, but cannot break through. He's always in the mix for the championship, but cannot break through. Mayer had a breakout year after what many people criticized him for, how he was driving, how he was not driving with his head, was driving pretty immature. Even though he did have some moments, he at least showed that he can win. He can be competitive to make it to the championship 4. Nemechek, I mean, won 7 or so races. We know he's going to Cup, was the class of the field that year. But again, when I look at this championship 4, even though I have my issues with the playoff format, I will say this championship 4 did have 4 drivers that you could make a case for the title. And all 4, again, like I said, and the thing that I love about it, all 4 drivers race with respect. They race clean. And like Tony Stewart said, they showed the truck guys how you perform in the championship finale. So yeah, I loved it. I thought it was a really good race. Still have my issues with Phoenix. You know, still prefer Miami, but I thought it was a great championship race that the Xfinity Series provided. Shouldn't be surprising. I mean, last year also with Gregson and Ty Gibbs, how they raced each other was a great finish in that season. So it's not surprising to see the Xfinity Series run well at Phoenix. You just need to have, I think, a good car for Phoenix to work really well. But yeah, now we got one more race left in the championships, or in 2023. We got one more race left. The Cup Series, Phoenix tomorrow for the title. Byron, Blaney, Bell, and Larson. Yeah, so that's the final one from the season. I'm kind of sad the season's coming to an end, but yeah, hope y'all tune in for that tomorrow. What are your thoughts on this race? Did you like it? Did you not? Until next time, my name is JettMDK, and I'll see y'all next time.